Hey guys, it's Owen from Wrestling Inc. back with another wrestling news roundup. Without any further ado, let's get into today's biggest stories in the world of professional wrestling. WWE possibly spoils big SummerSlam match with action figure. Would an upcoming wrestling collectible really spoil this year's SummerSlam main event? Go figure. San Diego Comic-Con is currently going down, and there's been an array of wrestling action figure reveals being made from both WWE and AEW. However, Mattel may have just given fans an early foreshadowing as to who might be the undisputed WWE Universal Champion following SummerSlam. Ringside Collectibles shared a picture of an Ultimate Edition figure of a modern-day Brock Lesnar, and with him comes two accessories of note: the WWE Championship and the WWE Universal Championship. Those two belts currently belong to Roman Reigns, but the Beast Incarnate will have his shot to win them on July 30 at Nissan Stadium in a last man standing match. It was Roman Reigns who defeated Lesnar clean at WrestleMania 38 to unify the titles, and much like the Lesnar of old, Reigns has rarely defended his championships. He didn't wrestle at WWE's two last premium live events and has only defended his unified title once on television, a match against Riddle on WWE SmackDown in June. According to a report from WrestleVotes, the original intent for unifying the championships was to have Reigns work both Raw and SmackDown dates, but that obviously didn't happen. The reported plan for the Tribal Chief was to defend his belts against Randy Orton at SummerSlam, but Orton may be out for the remainder of 2022 with a back injury. Lesnar staked his claim for the championships right after Reigns defeated Riddle. 2 weeks ago, a babyface Brock Lesnar made his return to WWE Raw to build the match, calling Reigns a hog waiting to be slaughtered. Reigns is only scheduled to be at one episode of Raw this summer, the Monday before SummerSlam, when WWE heads to Madison Square Garden. Reigns is reportedly set to compete in a tag team match. With the announcement that Roman Reigns will be making an appearance at the show, it is presumed that he will address Brock Lesnar ahead of their last man standing match for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. It is said that the main event of next week will be Reigns and the Usos facing Riddle and the Street Profits, as per PW Insider. Though whether that match ends up being televised or is seen as a dark match after the show remains to be seen. Meanwhile, Roman Reigns has not been advertised for the upcoming premium live event Extreme Rules in October. There was quite the social media drama regarding the Extreme Rules graphic as to who it features, or rather who it doesn't. While Seth freaking Rollins, WWE United States Champion Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, Becky Lynch, Riddle, and even injured star Rhea Ripley appear on the graphic, WWE Undisputed Champion Roman Reigns is nowhere to be found. The absence of Reigns in the promotional material for Extreme Rules again suggests that the head of the table is no longer working a full-time schedule for WWE. Since WrestleMania Backlash in May, Reigns has been featured less and less on WWE programming, and he missed the Money in the Bank premium live event entirely. His only match on television since that time has been a successful title defense against Riddle on the June 17 episode of SmackDown. In that time, reports have emerged that the Undisputed Champion has taken a reduced schedule with the promotion after he negotiated a new contract. Despite that, Reigns is scheduled to wrestle at WWE's next premium live event SummerSlam later this month, where he'll defend his title against Brock Lesnar in a last man standing match. While Reigns is currently not featured on the particular graphic for Extreme Rules, that's not necessarily an indication that he won't be on the show. There's still 3 months between now and October, and the promotional material, like the card, is always subject to change. The Tribal Chief reportedly signed a new WWE contract recently, which is seeing him working fewer dates with the company. Prior to the WrestleMania Backlash premium live event in May, Reigns sent the wrestling world into a frenzy with his comments at a WWE live event in Trenton, New Jersey, saying, quote, "I'm starting to work into a new phase in my career, and I honestly don't know if I'll be back here again. If that's the case, I just want to say thank you for all of these years of support." Reigns captured the Universal Championship at Payback in 2020, defeating The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, and Braun Strowman. He would then go on to later unify the Universal Championship and WWE Championship earlier this year at WrestleMania 38, defeating Brock Lesnar in the main event of Night 2. So what are your thoughts on today's Wrestling News Roundup? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Be sure to like and subscribe to Wrestling Inc. and I'll speak to you again very, very soon.